Yes, guys. So Leeds United won. Leeds United nil, Aston Villa nil. Um, Interesting game. Very different first half, second half. There was a lot of stuff happening in the game. There was certain performances from certain people who should not have a job. Um, yeah, shocking. But we'll get into it. Let's get into the football. Let's go. So first half, um, for me, what you got to think about is there's two things. One is you, and one is your opponent. Of course, when you play football, for me anyway, what I think is you've got to focus on yourself. The majority of how you play is based on how your style is, what your style is. However, implementing a style is also based on how the opponents allow that. They didn't allow it, and we've seen it with teams like Wolves, Villa, even Southampton to an extent. They don't teams like that rely on, even we're part of that. I'm not saying that we're part of that group. Teams like this that rely on getting a point or not allowing a team to get in full flow often come up trumps against us, and that is because we're a team that tries to play a specific style every game, and teams like that, their style is based on countering your style to then be effective off that, right? And that's what they did. They tried to break everything up. Again, time waste from the goalkeeper minutes, probably minutes again, just like the Everton game, for example. It's very similar for me. It was scrappy, messy, fouls, players going down screaming every 5 seconds. That's the Premier League these days, I think. Unless you're a top six team, you don't have the facilities and the players to outplay opponents most times, unless you get it tactically spot on and you do something crazy. But it's a difficult game to review because obviously with 10 men, it's a totally different kettle of fish. It's a totally different environment. Everything's totally different. Everything changes. The first half was not great. Having said that, I don't think it was terrible. Don't get me wrong. The movement, the connections, and the transitions were not as good as a lot of games this season. I thought the gap or the connection between the centre backs and the midfield was lacking. The movement was a bit off. I think Villa were very good at going man for man, closing down, and I think we struggled to get out from the back massively. Obviously, Diego's not in; he's out for Cooper, but obviously Diego's made a lot of mistakes this season. Obviously, and I'm not saying he hasn't. But one thing Diego, and I think everyone will agree, one thing Diego is very, very good at is breaking them lines from defence to midfield. He is good at that, and he'll make 3 or 4 passes like that a game. Cooper and Koch are not those players, and we really miss that. So that's just something I picked up on. But of course, Diego has rightly been dropped because he's not been playing to the quality that we need at the moment. He's not been playing that good. So Jesse Marsh dropped him. But for me, I think it's difficult. Is this enough now? Is one game out? Has Cooper done enough to cement that centre back? I don't think he did. I didn't think he was much better than Llorente has been the last few weeks, if I'm being brutally honest. Having said that, it is his first game back, but we need that player for me. We need that player that can play through the middle. It's a big part of our system. It's how we play from the back. We don't like to pass it round in circles. We like to get it up quickly, and that quick pass comes from transition from defence to midfield, and we don't have it. With Llorente not in the team, we don't have it, and people won't like that. But that's just the truth. Watch the game back. There was nothing, none of it. The thing came from Rocker dropping extra deep and giving it out to the wing, which isn't us usually. We usually do that after we go to the midfield. We go from defence midfield, then out. Whereas now we were going straight from Rocker, getting it in defence, and going out to midfield early, out to the wing early. Individuals style, like Sinister is different class, and I keep saying this. We'll get onto the card, which is just, well, we'll get onto that. We'll get onto the officiating, which is just honestly draining at this point. I just don't enjoy games of football. Seriously, I don't. I really don't. It ruins the vibe. It ruins everything for me. But yeah. Yeah, the first half, we had 1 or 2 chances, I think. Rodrigo had a decent effort wide. I think Rodrigo looked lively. Having said that, I want Patrick Bamford to start. I want Patrick Bamford in our team. I can't be bothered with it now. I've gone to the point where I don't care who you drop. I want to see Patrick Bamford. Of course, I don't know as much as Jesse Marsh. He might not be fit. He's probably not fit. He's never fit. That's the issue. I want to see Patrick Bamford start for Leeds United. Because when he came onto that pitch, he was excellent. Just that, occupying the defenders, that's one thing. Being a hassle, movement, he's running in behind, he's quicker than you think. He's direct, he's so direct, holding the ball up, bringing players into play. He's just a pest. And we needed that. Rodrigo's a technical player, he's not a pest. We need a pest in a game where a pest is needed. A game like this. And I just want him to start. I just want him to be fit enough to start. But yeah. And it's a difficult one, like I said, because when you look at it, right, coming from a coaching perspective here, the Premier League is all about margins. The Premier League is so expensive in every way. You could get a point in the Premier League is extremely difficult, unless you're Man City or Arsenal. You know what I mean? A value of a point is so big. It is, and that's the facts of it. I'm seeing people say this was a must win. A must win. I'm seeing that. There's got 29 games left. 29. And I'm seeing must win. We're on 9 points. Is it 9 points? Yeah. We're 12th in the league. 9 points. With the game in hand on the teams around us, by the way. Everyone below us, we don't have a game in hand. We have a game in hand on most teams around us, apart from Liverpool. And I'm seeing a must-win stamp. I'm seeing it everywhere on social media and everything. I don't understand that at all. It's a game you should win. 100% agree. 100% agree. With their injuries and stuff, it's a game you should win. Of course it is. Of course. But Villa are looking at us saying it's a game they should win as well. There's more than one football team playing. There's more than one set of coaches. There's more than one set of everything. We've got to look at general speaking here. Of course it's a game you want to win and you should win, but they're saying the same thing. And at the end of the day, we're the happier ones coming away, for me, with a point of 10 men for 40-odd minutes in a game in the Premier League is a good point. We might look at this at the end of the season and say, oh, remember that point we got against Villa with 10 men? We needed that last season. We needed those points last year. But we're not getting the wins, but we're getting the point. Of course you want to win, but you're not losing the game. Let me just clarify how important that is. Yeah. Second half performance. Look, I'm not complaining at Sinisterra's foul, right? The foul in the first half, is it a yellow? And this is a problem to me. Let's talk about the ref. Look, was it a second yellow? Yes. It was. You can't do that. However, I seem to recall in the first few minutes of the game, Leon Bailey blatantly kicking the ball away. But he got a talking to. Did Sinisterra get a talking to? No, it was just one of them, wasn't it? Bailey got a nice talking to. Don't do that again. That's your last warning. And then made 3 or 4 fouls, I believe. 2 or 3 fouls after that. No card. Consistency. Robin Cox's tackle near the end. What a tackle. Yellow card. Rodrigo telling the ref how it is. Yellow card. Ashley Young making 2 blatant fouls. Like one of them where we're on the counter-attack booting. No card. Just consistency. Every single thing. And the one time he gave us a free kick, we could have played advantage because we were down the wing 2v1. Honestly, guys, it ruins the game. They're ruining it. What's that mean? They're ruining it. It ruins the game. Seriously, I can't be bothered with it. I'm alright with us playing bad. I'm used to that. That's not why I'm bothered. I'm bothered because it's affected by the referee. And they just don't do. They're just bad. They're just terrible. Everything they do is bad. They don't make good decisions. And I don't care about coming here and thinking referees because I'm not a referee. I don't care. Be a referee, people will say. No, I don't want to be. But if you want to be a referee, you've got to at least be competent at it. Just my opinion. Yeah, it's a difficult one to review. We've not played for 4 weeks, guys. We're not going to be 100% fit. You got to understand, I mean, fit as in match fit, as in performance fit. You got to understand as well, these players have not been training for 4 weeks. These players have been on international duty, so they've not got it into them what we need to do every game. It's a big game, and we should have got through. We should have won the game. We should have got into that. We're all sat here going, we're going to win the game. That's why I don't do predictions, because they're pointless. Because the refereeing performance could just change a prediction, and I don't get it. It's a tough one. I'll be honest, it is a tough one. But one thing I'm going to back up, and people are obviously going to complain that we didn't beat Villa, and that's big and bad, whatever. But you're playing a team who's desperately looking for points, with excellent attacking players, by the way. And to come away 40 minutes without conceding a goal is very good. I don't care what anyone says. That is very good. That is very good. I've seen people complain about Elan, saying he was bad. He's 2 or 3 he should have caught where he punched. But people have small memories. He saved about 2 or 3 easy one-on-ones. Like, direct one-on-ones, he saved 2 or 3 of those. We forget about that. Yeah, I don't know. It was an odd one. I think the transitions were not great today. Substitutions, I thought, actually, going to a back 5, I thought Firpo did decent. I'll be honest with you, people are not going to like it. I want to see him start next game. I want to see Koch, Strauch, centre-back with Firpo. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I just think Strauch's a calming influence. I think he's very calm, collected. I think we needed that at the end. And he's better in the air than the others, it seems. He seems to win more. He's better at transition balls. He's better at winning the second ball as well. He gets on the second ball quicker than most of the other players in defence. I thought Firpo did fine when he came on. I think he did a good job. I thought Erasmus was okay today. Just confidence, playing through that rut of believing in yourself takes time. It doesn't happen in a week. But battering on social media is not going to help that. But you guys, well, not you guys, but obviously Leeds fans are going to keep doing that, aren't they? They're going to keep battering him on social media, saying he's rubbish, which he will see, which isn't going to help his confidence. So keep going. Yeah, and there's not much else to talk about. It's good to be back. I enjoyed it. Football, whatever. The game was rubbish, but football's back in it. And we could have nicked it at the end. Patrick Bamford is outstanding. Sinistera is outstanding. But we're not going to have him next game. Yeah, I just want to think on Somerville as well, right? It came on with 10 minutes ago, which is difficult. It is difficult. I've been there. It's horrible. In a game like that. And I'm saying this because I rate him, and he could be so good. But he's got 2 or 3 chances there where he's got the ball and he's got a chance to get us forward and run. Twice it's gone under his foot and he's not got onto it, and the other time he's lost the ball. And these are the small moments where these young players, have to make a little impact. Even if it's taking a man on, getting a crossing, winning a foul. These are the small things that these players have to do when they come. He's been come on with 10 minutes. He's got to make a little impact. And I'm not saying do you guys not? I think he's going to be one. He could be one of the best players at our club. I genuinely think that. But he's got to start proving it now in these games. Forget it's a hard thing to come in. Yeah, this is the Premier League. This is the level, right? This is it. Go for it. But with Sinistera, maybe he gets a chance next week. Maybe not. But it's going to be interesting. Yeah, that's it. Please like, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'm happy to be back. I'll take a point. I will. I'll take one. Because I believe the wins are going to come. We'll get more wins this season. We'll be fine. If we're getting points in this game, given the circumstances at half time, I'll take it. Because this point is very big. It's good. Yeah, whatever. Peace. Thanks for the support. Let's all smile.